Hey yo, what's going on YouTube? What's going on YouTube? It's your boy back with another fight video at 3:33 p.m. on Saturday, April 4th of 2026. And I'm live streaming on YouTube. And we are doing it all starting. How do you do? How do you do? Okay. And I left there.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended.
Hold on. There we go. I am using
And
the
this
way.
has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power and attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars, everybody wants to
Let me fix the camera.
be a part of All-Star.
Now look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. Wembanyama's out there with Durant, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Luka Doncic, and it's Curry in a shooting guard.
Combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
And you gotta love Cunningham with the way that he's just always under control. He wants to play at his pace without
The defense. Not much in the way of defense being played here early on.
Well, you know, how it works, I mean, both teams will be conserving their energy at the defensive end until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
And this game literally has been as wide open as it gets.
Yeah, both teams completely neglecting their defensive duties.
And then Karl Anthony Towns with the jam.
And now that's what these people can't to see, just punishing the rim. Boy, that was tremendous. That will be some points in the dunk contest.
Have a look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Here's Cunningham. The teardrop falls in. Cunningham's got 7 points in the game.
And as usual, neither team really grinding too hard at the defensive end.
I think that's okay in this event. I mean, I say the more highlights, the better. 4 or 5 to start the game. That's their first miss.
And it's Davis missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Tell you what, he's 3 or 4 now. Looks like his game's on offensively.
Not a fast start here for the East All-Stars. It's a 5-point game. Here's Cunningham. Uses the glass to finish the win. He's got 9.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
The 3 for Doncic.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the dribble. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them no shot.
Maxey, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. Looked good from here.
Time on the assist by KD.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the East East All-Stars making a change here. Tatum's checked in. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Durant. And here are the East All-Stars now. They trail by 9 points. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I asked him about Nikola Jokic and what makes him such a difficult matchup for defenses, and he said his versatility. He's a capable scorer and a fantastic passer. We have to be wary of his scoring and distribution with him, and that's not easy. Let's see how things unfold in this one. Kevin?
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham. A talented guard who can do a little bit.
He's not going to miss that.
The East trail by 9. 1:51 left to play in the first quarter.
You guys do this to
contain them.
And when you make 5 it takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a drive.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot. But it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Curry with the bucket.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and he makes good on the way.
You know, when you're talking about guys who can score over anybody, Antetokounmpo's name always comes up. So hard to defend.
Curry fires from way outside. Quick shot there, and it's off target. And here's the East. 9-point game. Here's Cunningham. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. 14 points for Kate Cunningham.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now.
And here's Cunningham. After the three-pointer from Stephen Curry, trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Shoots from the baseline. And down it falls. Curry's got 14.
Like how he's playing tonight, taking good, smart shots, playing his game.
Oh, he puts up the back. Puts up a deep three, and the last shot of the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. It's the West All-Stars. They lead by 12. And we'll get the second quarter underway. Back with you again on the most entertaining night on the NBA calendar. 1 quarter down and 3 to play in the All-Star game.
And guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be plenty more to come. We know that. All-Star action never disappoints.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Very well controlled. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Got LeBron James. Booker out there with Gilgeous Alexander. Then it's Denny Avdia, and it's Jokic in at the center, locking down the middle.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight.
Nobody did nothing on this video.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact in this game as you would ordinarily.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working.
One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom. Well, the All-Star game deep is in full effect. They typically clamp it down in the second half.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from 3-point range. And good
work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Davis is checked in for the East. And West also making a switch. Durant's checked in. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And here's Brunson outside. Kevin Durant with the rebound. The West leading by 14. Floats it across GA.
And that's LeBron, one of the best
Yeah.
playmakers. That is something you just can't teach.
And here is the East now. Brunson the pass to Maxey. Shot to stop the run. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
The tray. And LeBron James good for three. LeBron's got 11 points.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
You could feel and see that one coming from a mile away. Brunson returning the fire.
And that one's good by LeBron.
This run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Brunson kicks to Adebayo. That falls. Nice speed that time. Adebayo's got his first basket.
Tough shot from Bam. And he is so capable of knocking down that mid-range. And that was a little bit of a rage check.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot from anywhere. He could have gotten a better one than that.
With strong athleticism, Adebayo can finish just about any lob with his large catch radius.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And the East All-Stars with some changes. Giannis, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Maxey. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Randall's checked in for Jokic. Doncic comes in for Booker. And Curry subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. In the corner, it's James. Pass to Randall. Outside for Durant. There's the three-point range. 9 points.
Those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
The shot's good from Brunson.
Creating space with that quick, tight, efficient dribble. Excellent move by Brunson there.
And it's Durant. That time on the assist by Doncic. Durant's got a pair of triples in the second now for the West All-Stars. Here's Tatum. LeBron grabs the miss. The West leading by 19 points. Curry outside. And the West leading again.
Assists like that have typified
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
19 points for Stephen Curry.
Huge night for Curry and a great rhythm thus far. That's always bad news for the team he's facing.
And nothing is going for him right now. On offense, here are the West All-Stars. Three-pointer. And Stephen Curry gets the three. Curry's got 22.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now a timeout called by the East.
And you know, fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever get. Taking matters into his own hands.
When your point guard is making explosive explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Antetokounmpo is out there with Davis. Then there's Toby's Maxey. Then there's Towns. And it's Cunningham in at the point. That's the five out there for the East All-Star. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as Charles talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Stars.
All the hard work these players put in to get here. I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
They need this. Cunningham's shot is off.
And it's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding.
Off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 4 assists in the game. This one for 3. And that's good. Stephen Curry for 3. Curry's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the West All-Stars. And a wide open look for Cunningham. That 3 off the mark. And here's the West with the ball. They're on a 13-4. And that
Defense is far too slow to close out.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here. He's off his game right now, trying to find a groove.
And the West hit again from deep.
That's 2 bombs.
Little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Maxey going inside. Count that one. Maxey's got 8 points.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage is far better than it was.
Shot is good.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their force.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
With the steal. Here comes the West. Wembenyama's got his 3rd basket of the night. He's with the ball.
Not many guys have that kind of length and vertical.
Gets it from downtown.
Has he been this quarter? They're riding that hot hand.
And it's Davis missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way. On that one, they were there. Watch out. Hammering that one home.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the East All-Stars. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around.
That's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. Remains hot from the floor.
That's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him. It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc. It's been a 3-point gunning. And that's something Cunningham takes pride in. With that pinpoint pass. And you could tell he was going to fall.
And Maxey with the basket on the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists now in this one. About 7 seconds separating the shot game clock.
He's a big guy that can pull up from seemingly anywhere at any time. Jokic is just made a little different, folks.
No one near Maxey as he looks at Fulham. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it is the physical brand of basketballs had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the West All-Stars running away. We'll step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time at the start of the fourth quarter.
Hey, to the father, whatever you want to call it.
Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Yeah! For the touchdown!
And we welcome you back.
Yay! For the only
Show
game.
here at the All-Star Game.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
On the floor for the West All-Stars. Evan Booker out there with Gilgeous Alexander. Then it's Avdia. And it's Randall in at the pivot, manning the middle.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
Shoots the three. And the last again from deep.
And this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
And stolen by the
You know, LeBron plays a very mistake-free game usually in the open court, and when he's out on the break, the points are almost a guarantee.
Brunson with a clean look. Alpha with the three-point shot.
And a big lead for them on both the
Yeah,
scoreboard and the basketball.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control of the game.
Brunson against SGA.
West
West All-Stars with the rebound. To the inside. Kicks it out to Booker. A three. And again from deep.
And from the corner, Booker is not a player you can forget about.
Here's Halliburton. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Here's Halliburton, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Halliburton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Take right there on Halliburton. You know, when he sees a lane to the rim, he really goes after it.
Got that one.
And this offense is in a perfect.
Borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Some nice finishing here by the
He's become so comfortable from long range. That shot's now a weapon for LeBron.
Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
He is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, you can play over the top. I think you've got a big advantage.
And that's a foul. That's his first foul. And the East All-Stars with some changes. Towns checked in for Tatum. Tyrese Maxey comes in for Halliburton. And it's Cunningham in for Jalen Brunson. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Butler's checked in. Here's Cunningham. And another miss by the East.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Avdia's got his first look in the game, and he's on the board for 3. Cunningham against Gilgeous Alexander. Unloads from 13. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Now defended by Cunningham. And the West hit again from deep.
Did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me,
There
and that
we
always
are,
shows
Joe.
through at the defensive end first.
And Maxey with the basket on the assist by Towns.
That's where Maxey's at his best. He wants to get the ball inside.
Fires away from outside.
Oh,
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the East.
oh,
And Towns gets it to go.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Avdia against Cunningham.
Even for a moment, that's his killer instinct.
Oh, pretty boy,
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attacking. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
No problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
What's going to happen in these games? The talent on both
Yeah,
sides
baby,
is
no,
always
I don't
so
want to
strong.
take
But tonight,
it.
the West seemed a little more comfortable
Drop
playing
it,
together
drop
as
it,
a unit,
I
and
got
that's
this
what earned them
dream.
the win.
I
Mentioned
like
it
this
on
video,
broadcast log, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us
See
to
you
the
all
conclusion of
later.
our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in.